A small ship within up. Without a reflection of shyness. Booyah! Give me some Dakusubi. Give me some Oluku drink. Give me some Dakusubi. I'll be painted with after being burned by the dark of night. I'll maybe forget how to walk the road of my greatest fear. Hey, when you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be your own dancing. Cause when you join the burning, you feel about some more words. Look off from the lady. When you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be to go home eating. Cause when you join the burning, you feel about some more words. Look off from the lady. Give me some Dakusubi. Give me some Oluku drink. Give me some Dakusubi.
Look, it's Dwarf Fortress. I haven't played Dwarf Fortress in a minute. This was an idea for a fort that I had and then never played a whole lot. I had a lot of pre-production. I wanted to find an evil embark that didn't have reanimating. And I wanted sliver barbs. And all of this was quite difficult to accomplish. I think this embark might be... I think this embark might be by a necromancer tower. So I've already done the picking skills and stuff part of it, but I did all of it months ago, so I don't recall exactly what we have here. We've got some dwarves. We got any other creatures nearby? Nope. It would appear we have a volcano. If this is the fort that I think it is, we got some whip vines I've designated to collect. Potato. Sliver barbs that I wanted to collect. Yeah, I named it Fear Hole. Let me look at my guys. I gotta remember plant gatherers. I'll have this guy be the only guy who does that. And I probably want to pretty much right away. Oh, apparently I have cursor enabled, which I do not want. Pretty much right away want to get into the mountain.
Uncle Phil, you got to kick that man's butt.
Thank you for the sub, Jello. Although I probably don't want to put this here. Because usually your wagon is right over actually no. We'll put some airlock capabilities. And put in a 9x9. Okay. And if I recall how this goes, it's going to start puking on me very soon. I remember this place having slime. We're going to want to move our food inside right away. And we should put a everything stockpile over here. Thank you for the sub ogre. We will not have food in this one. Or stones. Did I bring wood? Apparently, I might have brought wood. Hello, Ketagarian. There's alpha over here and spinach. Potatoes. I want those strawberries if I can get them. Lentils I don't care as much about, nor spinach. But I would like to know when the puking starts. Okay, we're moving. How is this evil? This is an evil environs. I really remembered there being raining puke here. I might have got the thing wrong. Why the puke is guaranteed? Because you have some blood gnats here. I searched for a fortress embark that was like this for a long time before finding this one. And I believe I recall what this one was like. Although I don't know for certain. Because it's been a long time. Ah, here it comes. It's not puke. It's stinking goo. Which means I need to find the caverns or my animals are going to start... Yeah, it's raining stinking goo, and now people are puking because they were in the stinking goo. Well, let's see if I can't find the cavern levels. Let's add another stockpile here. And this one will be for economic stone. Where is stone at? Stone. Then, nope, and nope. That way they'll start moving this stuff down here. Ah, cancel store item and stockpile. Despairing. In a way, I'm still new at Dwarf Fortress as well, even though I have probably 1,000 hours in it. What about my grazers? They will die unless I can find the caverns. We have spherolite. That is the ore of zinc. Clear zircons. I guess I will, while I'm at it, get a stoneworker to start making the basics. And a carpenter as well. However, I imagine I will find the cavern levels, and then I will cordon off a section of them. And we'll just keep our dwarves in the caves like normal people. Okay, tetrahedrite, so we have access to copper and silver. And combined with that spherolite, we'll have access to brass. I might try the old dwarven radar system. Because my boyos did not find the I'm not finding it this way. Let's try. Oh, there's dirt here. Is there any nearer dirt than this? Are we really stuck with dirt at -6? There's dirt over here. So, what I was doing there is I was trying to build a farm plot. And, the game kind of lets me know if the tile I'm hovered over is a legal tile for a farm plot. So let's okay, the surface is fully gooped up now. Is it not dangerous to open the cavern so soon? It is dangerous. But with proper precautions, the caverns can be a rich resource, especially for a fairly barren map like this. You will notice I have very few trees. And by very few, I mean I have a couple cactuses. And I have a volcano. And that's about all I got going for natural resources. Okay, let's make some rock doors. Go ahead and make those out of granite. So we can put some doors here just in case any nasties decide to show up. Surface attacks, they do happen. Usually they don't happen until your fortress has attracted some attention. Okay, so let's cancel this. I have found the caverns. However, just to my luck, the caverns don't have any fungus for my guys to eat. I'm gonna guess this is cavern level 1 because I saw the mole rats here. So let's go back to my tunnel. We will mine up here. And then we'll cover this up so no swallows or anything start to attack us. Looks like down here is the best spot to put my staircase. It's playing the dramatic, it's playing the dramatic music. Where was my other spot at? Okay, so these are the two bottoms. There we go. And this will make a thoroughfare to go down, but now I'm in the same position I was last time, where I know not where the other thing is. So let's try our technique again, where we'll go to build a farm plot. And just kind of wiggle around until... Yep. Here at -23, we've got a reading. So that's the Dwarven radar technologies. But yeah, surface attacks do happen. You can turn them off in the menu. I believe that I am nearby a Necromancer tower, which will exacerbate the issue. I do have... Oh, I'm stupid. I've had cursor capture turned off this whole time. I had it turned off for Signalis. So when I'm building a farm plot, I'm just kind of wiggling around until I reach a tile where it gives me like this. I can build a farm plot here, which means there is dirt. That is an exploit, but if you can play Dwarf Fortress without using an exploit, I'll eat my hat. Okay, now I need to seal this off, because this is an upstairs downstairs that goes into this pit. I think that means it's an open square. So we'll build a stair up that will cover it up. Should be time to build our doors. Nope, he's still building our doors. Let's queue up some beds. I don't know how many logs I have. Yeah, DF hack isn't so much exploit as like necessary for the game to work. So much so that Putnam just works for the game, works for Dwarf Fortress now. Okay. Let's see if we can't look at a part of this and see if there's any parts that I can't cordon off reasonably well. Will I have immigrants? I should, so long as everything goes well. This area here looks fairly... Yeah, I'm doing Dwarf Fortress on Thursdays now. This area here looks like this is a nice flat area, and I can just wall off the section over here. This should be pretty easy to wall off. So I think this will be where our underground is. Do we have any water? We'll have to poke around our available places because we don't have any water yet. And if the caverns don't have water, then we'll be in quite the pickle. So where was my staircase at? Here. We'll dig our 3x3 down. Actually, I want to move it down here. We'll build a wall here. And that should get rid of all of that. Blammo. And we'll have our miners work on enlarging this shaft. So that there'll be ample room for commerce. Oh yeah. Our little farm zone is going to be right next to the volcano. Luckily there's this obsidian wall in the way. That volcano will be a large boon, I'm sure of it. Oh, did I see Crundles? My most hated guys. Yes. Oh, how I hate you, Crundles. He has no sense of vengeance or retribution. That's going to be annoying, because it's going to mean the moment that I crack this wall open, the Crundles are going to want to come through. Yeah, lots of great crops like this cave wheat and this cory bushes and these pigtails. Yeah, we're going to have lots of good stuff. We might have to get some more wood from somewhere else, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to make a hotkey. Take me here. We'll put this down on F5. And we will name this Caverns area. We'll move F1 to here for now. This is our inside. We have a bed. We have some beds. Some of our dwarves aren't happy because they were outside when the poop hit them. Let's set up a little dormitory here. Crundles aren't actually dangerous at all. Quite the opposite, in fact, but they are annoying. You get more tetrahedrite. Yeah, we are going to have to look for water. And as always, our miners are going to be busy. We're going to be busy. What do Crundles do? They just kind of wander around aimlessly, and your dwarves will pick fights with them. They're not very dangerous. They don't provide leather when you kill them. They just provide meat. They lay a ton of eggs if you can capture them. But there's better things to do with your time than mess with Crundle domestication projects. We're going to need a lot of blocks. Yeah, kill them. The thing they do best is clog up your cage traps. We also are going to need a trash heap. What are my miners doing? They're digging. What does an evil embark entail? Well, one of the things that I've immediately had to reckon with is the fact that it's raining stinking goo, which upon touching my dwarves makes them very sad and very angry. So I have to immediately seek the ground to avoid cascading failures due to stinking goo. And you'll see that it's everywhere, and it rains this stinking goo all the time. Oh, there's kangaroos. Theoretically, there could also be dangerous animals up here, like ogres. Can the goo be used for anything? Sadly not. I don't think I can use the goo for anything. I can use it to make my immigrants really upset. Yeah, the evil rain can do a lot of very nasty things. It can make your dwarves sick. It can make them instantly angry. I think we got off lucky by our evil rain just being stinking goo that makes them sick. Like, you'll see this vomit was because they touched the stinking goo and became puke lords. So there could be dangerous creatures. I think I'm adjacent to a necromancer tower, which means we might be attacked by zombies, which are very bad news. But there are some unique crops that we can find here, and some unique animals that we might find. I don't know. But we got a volcano at least. Id Frill Metal wants to reside in Fearhole for the purposes of eradicating monsters. I say no. Get out of here. Eventually, I'll take some monster slayers and let them... Oh, well, this is good and bad at the same time. It's bad because he's in the way of where I want to go, and he's incredibly dangerous. But it's good because it means that there has to be water nearby. Also means I'm going to have to make some cage. How many... I don't know how many cages it'll let me make. I certainly don't have this much wood. I might have to find another pocket I can enter to get some trees. Although, were there trees here? Or was it just mud? Looks like it was just mud. I could always try looking for the third cavern layer. It is raining stinking goo. We are going to need a stoneworker here. We're going to need probably 2 stoneworkers. And we are going to need a mechanic shop. In this stockpile, we do not want blocks or mechanisms. Okay, we might only have 1 cage. Yeah, we only have 1 log, so we have no more logs. What are my miners doing? They're been in bolt. They're increasing. Okay, and you want to make rock blocks on repeat. Believe it or not, we have a happy dwarf. We have lots of granite. We have a Gorlak. He's just hanging out. He's 48 years old. Oh, she's 48 years old. Forgive me. She would never pass up a chance for a good fist fight. Ah, Ushrir here has a lover. Well, Gorlaks are technically good humanoids. I wanted units, other Gorlak. He's hanging out. Does not mind being outdoors. She has a way with words. Yeah, she was annoyed after sleeping in the dirt. You didn't sleep in dirt. You slept on rocks. Following her around. What are you like? She has very little willpower and a very bad sense of empathy and very bad analytical abilities. She grumbles only mildly at inclement weather. Does that include stinking goo? Okay, once they cork this, once they blow the cork on that, we're going to need to get the walls built. So we're going to be walling off basically everything here. Which is why I was making those blocks. You can put a wall here. A wall here. We're going to need a wall here. So these walls will have to be reinforced. Okay, but other things we're going to do is we're going to make a wood pile here. And we're going to start harvesting some logs. And we'll try building a cage trap right here. Okay. We'll be able to move our grazers down here and they won't die. Is this a mod that shows you shortcuts on the menu? I think so. I've used it so long I can scarcely remember. I believe it is, and it's certainly a mod worth using. Although if you change your controls, the UI is just texture. Are just textures, so that will not be sufficient. Oh, I've got stuff up here I need to seal off. Let's chop down these trees. Now let's get our woodcutter on woodcutting duty. Okay, we have wood. You can start doing other stuff now. Probably best just to wall this off up here, like so. Yeah, I haven't done a dwarf in a while, and I thought about it that I hadn't played Dwarf Fortress in a grip, so I thought I would revisit an idea I had. So we're playing on an evil embark. It's been raining stinking goo. Build a ramp here. We'll be able to build a wall here. But we'll also be able to get up here to wall this off better. Well, if you're rock and stone, you're never alone. That much is true. Okay, that guy's just thirsty. We aren't running out of alcohol yet. Once they finish getting these goblin caps, I can wall this off better. Okay. Yeah, we can do a lot with magma, but we can't drink it. Oh, there's iron here. I can probably cool it on the block production now. I have a lot of blocks. I want them to pick up these goblin caps. Although I should probably just make a bigger wood pile here for the time being. And get everybody ready to do that. Magnetite. Cave spider silk. Yeah, we don't want to leave this place unsecured for long. We're almost done walling this off. We just have to put a wall here. Now let me try for penetration. Can anywhere penetrate? Can get here, but those aren't accessible. Up here is sealed off. Nothing from above, right? No, I'm gonna have to increase this a level. But that's fine. There's not many creatures that can get past that for now, so that's not an immediate pressing concern. Mostly like cave swallows or climbers. A forgotten beast can and will get his old juicy ass in there. There's no one building that wall. They should be able to because there's a slope leading up to it. Okay, there was some webs down here. Apparently they can't reach that area. So we will do this. We're going to have to wall that off. And then once the miners... Oh, there's our summer. Or our spring, rather. We got to move the animals down here. We got to get farm plots set up. We got to build some more beds and some furniture. Okay. Actually, I don't need to dig that out. Now, I might need to chop down this tree. It's kind of in the way. Which means I can take off this. Yeah, this guy got himself stranded like a dumbass. Is this guy naked? No. Ah, we have someone angry. Our miner. He was in despair, dwelling upon getting caught in stinking goo. As always, it is not the rain that's the killer. It's remembering the rain that's killer. The so-called rain rage. Oh, wait. Water. Pure water. And it looks like it's coming off the edge, so we have infinite water. That bodes well for the fortress's survival. And now we'll close the door behind us. I thought there had to be water because of that cave crocodile. As you might imagine, a crocodile needs water to live. I might need to make more blocks. Let's make some more blocks. Blocks are the kind of thing you're rarely sad to have too many of. I also need to do this before I forget. That's a stockpile. I need a pen and pasture. And we are just going to jam everybody in this. Miner cancels. Eat. Despair. Actually, that one's silly. We should probably just mine through this. Yeah, but now our animals aren't starving. About time we get our miners back on the grind set. Because we'll have them mining out our facilities soon. Okay. And then after they build these off, I put a wall here, and we are sealed in. Very good. I think I might have them carve out these annoying rocks. At the very least. And I'll do some more penetration testing. Okay, actually, isn't there a DF hack thing I can... whatever. Because these will be repelled by these walls. This will be repelled by these walls, and these floors, and these walls. Everything over here is repelled by this. Everything here is repelled by this. Okay. I think we are good. Which means I really need to get facilities set up. Actually, we'll make 2 tables and 2 thrones. And for consistency's sake, we'll make them out of granite. We're going to make 3 more beds. And then a couple mine carts. And I want them to be red, so they're going to be made out of goblin cap. Okay, perhaps a priority thing to take care of. Is we need a garbage dump. If I put one here, I can repurpose it later. So we'll need 2 doors for that. We'll use the priority label to make our miners mine this out first. And we'll do the same thing on these doors. So this will make an airlock so that the stinky gas can't get in and out. As you will notice that we have these, we have rotten worms just everywhere. Okay. We can make ourselves a little stockpile. Oh, I didn't even consider that I could have just breached the caverns and then kept the animals up here after the fungus started making ground. I'm too used to not having a soil layer. um, that would work, but I did want to breach the underground for wood. I needed to have a safe place for wood, so it ended up being fine. Refuse. Refuse. And we'll add corpses on top of that. But now the little gamers should start taking these stink things in here once they're not all terribly busy. Get out of here, guilt judge. What is this cat doing? Oh, it's attacking a mog hopper. Yeah, we have some happy people, and we have one guy who just can't get over the fact that he got covered in stinking poo gas from hell. We aren't quite done up here. I do need one more wall before this is secure. Okay. Now I need to start planning my actual living quarters. Do we have any nice stone? Not really. Let's build in the granite layer. So this will be our warehouse. And our workshops, we're going to have to do some stuff with because we're going to want to put magma in them. So, how many workshops do I need? Let's think about it. I'm going to want 2 stonemasons. I'm going to want a carpenter. I'm going to want a mechanic. I'm going to want 2 gem cutters. Going to want a leatherworks. I'm going to want 2 looms, a clothier or clothier. Going to want a bone worker, a stone worker, and wood burning, ashery, soapery. What else do I need? I guess I can look through the workshop list. I don't really need a bowyer. I think I got everything. So I'm going to need 15 spots. I'm also going to need 6 metal workers, 6 furnace, 2 glass furnaces. So that means 14. May as well do even 30. Which means... let's see what kind of patterns we can make. There's 9. There's 15, and I can mirror it on the other side. This might not be the most efficient, but it looks nice, and that's what I care about. Plus, we'll be able to make it a little bit efficient. So then offset by 1. Is it really just this? 3, 3, and then 4. These are the parts of the streams that I always worry never really come across, is when I am freestyling design choices. Okay, I've got these. And if these are all furnaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, these are all furnaces. All of these have to be connected thusly. Without breaking into the main chamber. This looks like it'll work. And we'll stem off here. Although I actually need to go up a level. We'll stem up there. And Bob's your uncle. We're connected. So I guess I'll explain what I'm doing here. We're going to tap into the volcano using a exploit, a trick, where we're going to build a bridge right here. And then our dwarves will be able to mine out these 3 blocks from the ramps that are formed here. So they'll never have to be in this corridor. And this weird little geometric shape right here, which I guess I can complete by doing this, is designed to stop flow. I don't think this is actually important for magma, so I should just delete that. It's better for water. Guess I can just do that. Liquids flow, as you might imagine they do, but flow is interrupted by diagonal movements. So if you have something like this, and you have water flowing from here to here, it'll hit these diagonal baffles and the flow will slow down, so it won't, like, catapult across and rise up levels if it's being fed by gravity. A useful technique for aqua engineering, which is the death of many forts. Of course, now I have to figure out how I'm tapping into this. I guess the most straightforward way would be just like so. Okay. And now I need to get stairs figured out. Although I would like my stockpiles here to be nice and orderly. This is going to be our stockpile room. And I'm already out of alignment. These two patterns might be incompatible, but I can already see that I probably want to make the stockpile room bigger, but not humongously bigger. That implies this. This is a center distance of 11. This looks about right. And we'll dig stairs that go directly from here. I'm not there, though. Now, here's why these patterns might be incompatible. Because if I start doing this, it actually lines up pretty well for the most part. But it means that we'll have to pick and choose where we put you can kind of see how this works, how it's just going to be a grid separated by infill. And we're going to dig staircases that directly connect this. We're going to dig all of this out. This is just for blueprinting. We're going to dig staircases that connect these little workshops right to the stockpiles they'll work from. Which means something like this. Nope. You work, though. This means dwarves will waste less time going up and down between staircases than they otherwise would. Where were you at? You're in the middle of these two, so you're there and there. Ah, that doesn't look right. Am I off? Is my pattern off? Uh-oh. But the sacred geometry. That would imply that this is good. And it is. Okay, that's all good. But that isn't. And that's because these ones need to go back one. There we go. It's an asymmetrical pattern. Yeah, someone else spotted it too. I wish the game played its music more. It's very good music that it only plays sometimes. So these have 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So this is reasonable. Well, reasonably well made. So now we'll just even some of these unsightly ones out. And here's our workshops. Kind of long and skinny. Let me fill this in. And here's our warehouse. Now, can I squeeze any of these? I put these in cardinals, so I don't think I can. But these are off now. That's fine. That's an easy fix. Now, can I squeeze? I can. That'll make this asymmetric, but that's fine. I can put in some more sneaky storage stairways. To have this be my ore depot. And then I can put like my kitchens over here. Like I can store metal bars and ores down here. They get hauled up these through the heated hallways around the magma up into the smithing zone. Yes, that is satisfactory. Oh no, that's a different game, but you know what I mean. Actually, we'll we'll get this started first. Now it's time for the dwarves to get to work. Some migrants have arrived. Now, they had to walk through the poop. Children! Is that a new child sprite? Ugh, children. May I ask a question? Absolutely. Well, that child was 14, so maybe we'll make a useful dwarf out of them yet. Yeah, now the immigrants are tackling our trash problem. My Atom Smasher never reset fast enough and flings stuff everywhere. I tend to make my Atom Smashers... That wasn't enough garbage space. I tend to make my Atom Smashers, and in typical child fashion, they drop their dead knuckle worms and immediately start playing make-believe around the garbage of rotting knuckle worms. I don't tend to connect mine to repeating inputs. I just put them on levers, and I manually activate them when I want them to smash, and then manually unactivate them when I want them to not smash. The flinging stuff usually happens when there's something on top of the bridge when it's lowered and it's raised. So I would say your input is probably too fast. You might need a slower clock if you're using a clocking system. Or just rethink how the levers are connected if you're just using levers. Well, we got more animals to jam in here. But bear in mind, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who plays the game. Speaking of guys, one thing I could do... Do I still have... We can look at Dwarf Therapist. And look at our new arrivals. We got 9 dwarves. We got 2 children, a peasant, a miner, a butcher, a fisherman, a mason. This mason is better than my mason, but masonry is not very useful compared to stone carving. But he's going to be our doctor. How old are these children? 14 and 7. So Eton Regtonshed might possibly be useful within the age of this fort. But mainly we got a bunch of dregs. We got a miner out of the deal. And somebody with stone engraving. So our woodcutter is going to actually be our stone engraver. A miller, a fisher, butchery, shearing. Nothing else that useful. How about military? We got a sword dwarf, which is not useful. We got a hammer dwarf, which is Sazir. Often feels discouraged, is prone to strong feelings, can handle stress. So Sazir here is a adequate hammer dwarf and fairly strong too. So can probably be conscripted later. But this is Dwarf Therapist. If you've never used it before, it is a companion program to playing Dwarf Fortress. It lists your dwarves in a convenient way. Used to, it was the best way of assigning labors, but now I actually prefer the in-game labor menu. But having another miner will help. Check the unit screen. We have an evil animal. It's Nightwing. And he doesn't mind the goo. It likes serpentine, platinum, red diamond, green glass, coelacanth leather, battle axes, cloaks, bracelets, and moose for their broad antlers. When possible, it prefers to confuse red-winged blackbird, alfalfa, plum wine, pearl millet flower, and teff. It absolutely detests fire snakes. Well, that guy's kind of scary. Let's make some cages. Our cats are going outside to goop in the goo. We're going to want to build some cage traps here. In case that Nightwing comes to pick a fight. He'll get trapped. Having 4 miners is kind of luxurious, especially this early. Now we've got bismuth. That's rather rare. Let's designate these as due later. We'll code them blue so that this will remain in memory of what as a thing they should do, but it won't activate until I activate it. It's time to start up everybody's favorite part of the fort. It's time to take a big old dump. Big dump time. We've got migrants. We've got our miners working. It's time to dump. So we're going to clear out all these stones from our storage area by designating them to be dumped. And we're putting the dump here where they'll stack all of this granite onto one tile. And we'll put our workshops that need stone like here so that the stone will be immediately available. It does look like we are going to be a fortress of granite. Probably because I picked the granite layer to build in. I should also prepare for traders. Okay, I'm lined up here. It is midsummer. Dwarven caravans will arrive next season. So we'll dig a channel that the caravans will be able to use. Apparently we're going down quite a ways. Granite is pretty good stone. Use it for surface plates and countertops. Yeah, we got the gamers just thirsting for the big dump. Our miner is cheered up a little bit. These children are telling stories on top of the dump. Well, the ramp for the traders is going to be part of a dungeon. So it probably we're fairly advertising. If you want to make trade with the fear hole, you have to be willing to go through rains of filthy goo and then enter the dungeon. Okay, we're going to build our trade depot here. We're going to build the first of our mini bridges. I should probably make some booze soon, because my guys are probably going to run out. Because I don't have any farm plots, which is actually something I should fix right now. And we'll have our planters, only our skilled planters will do this. Actually, I don't want that. I just want normal mines there. Okay, now for the stinky part. My guys are going to have to go out into the stinking poop. Hopefully it's not pooping right now. Seems like it hasn't started pooping since summer started. So they're going to go squelch the little boots out, squelching through the poop. And this long, long, dangerous looking tunnel, it's dug down into the dungeons of fear and hole. And we should build a lever. This will be a temporary lever, but a lever nonetheless. It's time to dump again. One must be careful to not accidentally dump what they've already dumped before. Okay, well, just grow plump helmets here year-round. And here, go ahead and grow pigtails. And then grow plump helmets. A giant grasshopper. I'd actually be quite pleased if he got caught in a trap, because I would kill and eat him. They're not very dangerous, though. Where is... Okay. There we go. I'll be able to shut off access to the outside world with this bridge, in case any nasties come in. However, it is time for the miners to get back to work. I'm going to need some magma-safe stone, of which I don't actually have a lot right now. I'm fairly certain granite is not magma-safe. So we might have to go on a stone adventure to be able to fully do what I want here. This bismuthinite almost certainly isn't magma safe, because bismuth is very similar to lead. Maybe pitch blend is? There's a way to tell. Is it under stone use? So we'll look for magma safe. Calcite, and well, other stone. Is pitch blend? These are sorted alphabetically, I guess. Okay, pitch blend is magma safe. Barring that, I would just go digging around for gabbro, because gabbro just appears everywhere. So we'll have this pitch blend turned into blocks, and that should suffice our immediate needs. Although, speaking of immediate needs... we're going to need some drinks soon. We're going to need some rock pots. And we're going to make these out of granite. Just because we have it. Pitch blend. Ah, yes, a blend of pitch. In real life, pitchblende is uranium ore. But it's fine. Dwarves don't mind drinking from vessels made out of lead and sleeping on furniture made out of lead. So I'm going to just assume that dwarves are resistant to radiation as well. Let's get these old workshops kilt. What was that? I saw purple. That's a spherolite. We have some gemrolds here. Which I will tell the dwarves to pick up. Cancels dig despairing. Yes, yes. And that's black zircon. Which I also want that. Okay. Pitchblende. Oh, we still have blocks. Not exactly sure what this is supposed to look like. That means I want to wall off this stuff. Yeah, we have 4 drinks left. So I'm going to need to get some booze going. If I need food, I can always just slaughter my worthless yaks, but I don't have a kitchen set up, so we'll get our booze on here temporarily. Oh, marble. We'll set up a little gem stockpile for the time being. Okay. I have different brewing mods on. Actually, can I brew some drinks? Gutter crawer. Potato wine. Whip wine. This is not the normal brewing menu. I have some kind of mod installed that makes it more granular. Probably for the best. Speaking of, let's come down here and get some stuff to make into booze. One benefit of coming down to the caverns. I just have access to this free area to pick up. We're catching camels. We'll eat those. But this is about ready. So now I need to build my magma miracle. I should also have this closed, although the traders are going to come soon and I'll have to open it again. It's time to sort out this whole disaster. So let's think about my stockpiles. So our stockpiles are roughly going to be laid out like so. And if you've seen a Dwarf Fortress stream before, you probably know what's coming next. You may have recalled that I previously made some mind carts. They're carts with mines. I need to get a dump here going too. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do some quantum stockpiling. But first I have to make sure my dwarves don't kill themselves. Having them dump this granite boulder so that the dipshit who comes to build this wall doesn't entomb himself into the magma reservoir. And then we'll build the last one with a block. that they'll bring from outside, so they won't try to build it here. We're still low on drinks, although the supplier is coming, and I think what we're going to do... make a temporary jeweler and make some... and turn some of our jewels into spending money. And we'll buy our way into having more stuff. So, what do we want? I always order leather. I want Crundle leather and cave blob leather, obviously. I want a little cave spider silk. Go ahead and bring me all of your wood. I don't think I need any of your metal bars. I'm good on pets. Bring me some berries. I will ask for your bituminous coal and lignite. I think everything else we can make on our own. So we're asking for coal for making steel, silk because dwarves might need it for a strange mood, and it's otherwise difficult to make. Leather because making your own leather... I mean, I'll also get some purring maggot leather if you insist. Leather because producing your own leather tends to take a long time. Wood because we're on a wood-poor biome, and once I deplete my caverns that I've walled off of logs, it'll grow very slowly. And that's about it I would want from the dwarves. I also bought... I'm purchasing some fruit from the garden vegetable segment that can be turned into wine that I might be able to grow. Probably at least one of these I'll be able to grow. Yep, that all looks good to me. They're going to want wooden scepters. Wow, I'll definitely make those. Do I have anyone who is a competent jeweler? I'm thinking the answer is no. The answer is no. So we'll just have anybody. Got these black zircons and these chrysoberyls. And we'll use that to buy booze. I also need to set a trader. My broker. The mason and woodcutter maybe. However, neither of them have appraisal. So we'll send Ushrir. I think my miners are being idle. So for the time being, I will free them from their... Oh no, my miners definitely need to do something, which is they need to carve this out. And we should watch them. Yep. They're coming around the corner. They're going to stand down here. And then with the bridge over their head protecting them from magma, they will chop into that. And the magma comes rushing in. That'll fill this reservoir up, and it will allow us to... Actually, one thing I can move and sell are these camels. So I'm not going to use these camels. They brought a duck to trade. They brought dwarven milk. And Kangaroo Man's milk. I hope you asked the Kangaroo Man before you milked him. Let's see. Cloth. Could buy some meat. I'll buy some berries. They're selling cheese, obviously. And they're selling Understanding the Crucible. Okay, a problem with is these camels are so heavy that I'm gonna have to buy a fair amount of stuff in order to... There we go. Yeah, let's trade these gems instead. Being the first caravan, they didn't actually bring a wagon. They're just like a couple guys. And if we were expecting them to carry back 3 camels, that would be a bit much, I agree. Considering how much shit they're actually carrying. You're never wrong to buy some extra clothes. Do they have... Oh, they have some leather. I'll probably pick up some of their silk. Yep, a little bit of cave spider silk. And I'll buy some of their cheap leather. And I'll buy some of their empty bags, of which they don't have any. And we'll let them get 50% profit. That means it's time to start tackling this problem. Well, the first thing we're going to want to build is a track stop pointing down here. And we'll make it out of blocks. We'll make a furniture feeder stockpile that will disallow mechanisms. Wheelbarrows, cairns, pipe sections, mine carts, millstones, large pot / food storage, barrels, and anvils. Now they can get anvils. And then we'll make another furniture stockpile here, named furniture. And we'll say it can't accept from anywhere else. This stockpile cannot accept from anything. Then my cat will get her claws stuck on my chair because she wants attention. Make a new route. Pick that track stop as its position. Give it a name and a minecart. It will give to this stockpile and take from this one. And it takes everything. And then you will see the power of what this does. Oh, I forgot. This one needs to not accept bags, but that's fine. And now, every time they put a piece of furniture into this stockpile, it gets fed into this wheelbarrow, which immediately pukes it out here and stacks it all on top of each other. We're going to make another one. Here. And this one is going to be named Tools. And there'll be this stockpile, which will be we'll call it a furniture stockpile, but it's also going to take finished goods. Tools, that is. And then it's going to accept bags. Actually, we're close enough to the furnaces that I don't mind putting sandbags in here as well. Barrels, bins. Mine carts, millstones, mechanisms, large pots / food storage. Other large tools, pipe sections, cairns. and wheelbarrows. And then this will be an all that accepts no bins and no barrels, called tools. And now the magic should happen again. Okay, my stupid cat wants attention. And we're about on stream quitting time anyways, so I think I have to go deal with this unruly animal. Next time, we'll sort out all of this mess. We're going to get all this junk taken off and sorted in its correct spot. We're going to make an actual kitchen. We'll start digging out living spaces for our dwarves. We'll start using magma, the power of the gods. Maybe I'll actually draft a functioning militia early, rather than wait until year 3 like I usually do. And we'll probably chop down some more of these trees, since we have this excellent area down here. Oh, I need to... Actually, one thing we're going to need to do is get a well off of our... out of our water. We'll have to find a way to do that. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. Let's save and return to title. Next time we'll figure out how we can endure the horrible goop. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Final Fantasy VI with Kaz. Then I might do something on Sunday. That was a DF hack. That was Dwarf Therapist saying, Fort has not been loaded. I might do something on Sunday. I don't know. It might be more Signalis, because I was really clicking with Signalis during the roundup, even though I was laughing directly at the game. So maybe I'll play Signalis on Sunday, maybe not tomorrow. We're going to be doing Final Fantasy VI with Kaz. Then on Monday, no, Tuesday we have another roundup. Next Thursday, we might not actually do Dwarf Fortress. I might do it on Wednesday instead. I have a stream planned with somebody else that I think will enjoy. But for now, good night, everybody.